What you drinking on?
It's black coffee, dude.
Straight black.
Hey, that's how my wife does. I can't do that crap.
Really?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So you guys, first off, the browning is here. Thank you,
Appreciate
Jonny,
you having us.
Keem.
What up?
Thank you for your time.
Of course, thank you for having us.
So you both don't drink caffeine.
I do.
Well, coffees.
No, coffee will it'll get me running pretty quick, so I got to chill on it.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
What's up with the browning and coffee? Just coffee hate? What's like the what's the issue here?
Well, if you go based off what a lot of people think the Browning's name means, like, it has a little bit to do with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the meaning?
Like pooping your pants type stuff.
Oh. Okay. So it's like you guys don't like pooping your pants. So
Yeah, so black
Coffee
coffee
does
will maybe
Yeah.
make that happen. Potentially.
done that a couple times.
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially when you get older, you're like, is this a... Nope, it's not.
Nope.
You
Yep.
know, old age. And you know what? You're all going to get old. Everyone listening, watching, you're all going to get old. So stop talking shit about older people.
Oh, exactly.
We're
You'll be
all-
there.
Yeah.
You're going to get there.
You'll be
and
there.
it's, dude, I'm 39 and I can't believe it. There's
way.
there's
Right.
no way I'm 39 years old.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, we both have kids about the same age, and that makes time pass real quick.
Real
Yeah.
quick.
That's the fear. Like I've always, I'm kind of afraid to have kids. Meaning, like, is that just gonna because time is already moving a lot faster. It's like, do kids even make your day go by even quicker than that?
It puts a timestamp on your crap, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like my daughter's 5, and when I think back, I'm like 5 years. It's been 5 years since that happened. You know, it's crazy. And same with he has 2 kids, and
Yeah.
like it's
2.
Yeah.
mhm.
I got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they keep you busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have a schedule on your day. But, yeah,
Yeah.
just like that, it goes fast.
Having kids, both you guys having kids. How do you balance family and touring and being in like a band and writing like the
Right.
whole like workflow? How do you do that?
Well, my wife is in one of the bands on the tour with me, and so we actually,
Smart.
we bring our daughter with us on the tour.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh,
and
shoot.
so she's out full time, and
Oh,
you know,
nice.
once we blow up, his whole family will be coming too.
Yeah.
But
Shoot, if it wasn't for my wife, I would tour. I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't be doing that like that. So
yeah, she's
shout
putting
out
in
to
the
my
work
wife
too.
for holding it down, man. Taking
Yeah.
the kids to school, all that.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, super dope, dude.
But what do you do when you guys get into a fight?
We don't.
right.
You don't.
There ain't no time for fighting.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
There's no time for
Really?
No.
Nothing.
No, we're chilling.
Man, I'm like kind of rethinking. Cause I've always had a thing like once you start leaving, once you start doing your thing, you kind of have to. Your priority is still your significant other. They're always to be number one, but you have to devote all your time to something else. And
for sure.
And I found like when you mix those things, I can like I've seen it all the time. If they bring the girlfriend on tour, it's a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
It's a disaster.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. We just you know, we know that we're out here, like even my wife, she sings in my band called The Defect. And we're just out here to make money, you know. We're just doing it. We're out here growing the band, doing our thing, so it's serious. We're not out like partying. I think that's probably a big reason people would have problems is if they're partying too much or whatnot. And so no one drinks, we don't party or anything like that. And so we're just out here chilling, especially with our daughter there. That's probably a big reason that everything is so chill too. And so, yeah, we're just relaxing and having a good time and out here working and, you know, yeah.
Yeah, because the brownie's been around since 2005.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
20 years. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's, I started it just with, just solo project, just, MySpace, uploading weird music, you know, and it was, mainly I was involved in like the NintendoCore scene on MySpace. Not that
NintendoCore, I haven't heard that in a bit.
right? Not that the Browning was NintendoCore because I was writing about not Nintendo stuff, but it was the only realm that like the synth mixture with metal was a place online. So I was just involved with all the NintendoCore projects. Shout out to Mario Killed Pikachu. He's a good dude. And his old project Mario Killed Pikachu is the project. Yeah.
Can we find him somewhere?
Probably that was a long time ago. I don't think it's out there anymore. But
Dude, people have been posting demos on YouTube. Like,
oh yeah,
demos that you like.
I think that.
Yeah,
That's it.
there it is right there.
There it is.
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
We got
got it.
We have a cover.
Woo.
He just came. He came out to the Denver show the other day. Said what's
That's
up.
tight.
Yeah.
Is that artwork legal?
Maybe back then. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually,
Nintendo.
can you do that? Can you put Mario on a cover?
I don't know.
That doesn't seem legal.
Probably
Nintendo
not.
will be all over that.
yeah.
Nintendo does not play.
Yeah,
about
back
their
in the early
products.
days of the internet, probably, but probably
Yeah.
not anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, but so yeah, the just synth electronic metal stuff. The MySpace era, NintendoCore. That's where the Browning started, and I never thought the Browning would be possible as a full band, just because.
Really?
Yeah, I thought I'd have to have like 7 keyboard players on stage, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was always in other types of bands, just like standard metalcore, deathcore stuff, and whatever. But I always did the Browning on the back end, just for fun online.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, Johnny. How did you come across keyboard, or the whole like
Right.
electronic side?
And so like I was when I was young, I loved D.A.R.E. I loved rhythm based games, like dance games and stuff.
Nice.
And so that was kind of like first intro to techno music. And I got really deep into that and got into a version called Stepmania, which is a more extreme version. And because
Stepmania.
yeah, Stepmania, it's a way more extreme version where you actually get like super hard, fast techno on it. And so I got through that. I got into like European electronic music, but at the same time, I was listening to Hatebreed and Amon Amarth and As I Lay Dying, and so I kind of had this thought in my head because like I was really into European hardstyle dance music, which is just fast, dum, 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 just hard hitting, really dark melodies.
Yeah.
And then you're into metal, which is dum, 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 and it's all the same crap, same tempos.
It kind
and-
of is. Huh?
yeah.
Wow.
And specifically hardstyle is very dark melodies compared to stuff like that's on standard DDR, because that's like really trancy melodic stuff.
Yeah.
Where hardstyle gets real dark and evil sounding, and so it's like the perfect thing to mix with. And people in the States don't really know hardstyle like people in Europe do.
Yeah.
People
Hardstyle.
Yeah, and
Is this how you spell it?
yeah,
Hardstyle?
straight up
It's just straight
hardstyle.
up? Okay.
Like you can look up Headhunters. He's like the mainstay for European hardstyle. Really big in really big in like Netherlands and all that sort of stuff. Just hard hitting, dark electronic music.
Hey, can we crank this for like 10 seconds, Jay?
Sounds like the Browning, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
John.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You got it. You
Yeah.
got it.
Same
cool.
tempos,
All right, cool.
like it's the melodies are dark, and that's really what triggered me. And like this can work, especially like I loved Amon Amarth and I loved Hatebreed. I love simple guitar riffs, and if you think about like Amon Amarth guitar riffs, it's the same almost as like a hardstyle riff. Wham, man, but then you take a synth, it's the same stuff.
It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Huh?
And so we don't have guitar leads. We have synth leads that replace that give the melody where the guitar's just freaking,
Yeah.
doing it, just chugging, being heavy.
Did you just have like a keyboard around your house when you were in diapers? Like, how did you actually find it? Like, what's the...
Yeah. So yeah, when from all that, just getting into techno, actually the biggest influence for me to actually pick up a keyboard was Dream Theater Live at the Budokan DVD. Jordan Rudess, his keyboard solo on that, I was like,
Total ripper, huh?
oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
Jordan's a goat, dude. He is.
he is, and just so unique. And then I also was, at the time, really loved, like Mushroom Head is a big influence on me early on. They had the keyboards. Rammstein, still my favorite band. And so I was just really into that stuff. And yeah, this solo, like his solo on the Live at the Budokan, just crazy stuff. And that really got me into actually picking up a keyboard and playing.
He looks like it looks like when he plays a keyboard, it looks like he's in the keyboard.
Yeah.
Like
He
he's
is-
like, it's like he is that.
Yeah.
he is wild. And so I love that stuff. He's,
So cool.
and I wish more bands did DVDs again. Like, band DVDs were a big part of me early being inspired.
Yeah.
Like the Ocean Between Us DVD really made me want to be like a full-time musician. That was
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That was his. You know what? I want to tour full time. I want to bring my my wife and kid on tour.
Right.
That was a plan, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But do people still? I guess do people still watch full band DVDs? I mean,
No,
do you
you'd
just
have
go
to
on
put that crap on YouTube and make
Oh,
$0 on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
I think everything is like quick content now.
Right.
It's like if it's not short, it's like nobody's gonna sit there for like an hour anymore.
Yeah, it's all
Unfortunately,
like
yeah.
Philadelphia with Lamb of God, like all this stuff, all those DVDs. I love that stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Is the live DVD dead, or can you still do it? It's basically okay. This is not going to make a profit, but I'm going to put it up on YouTube, and hopefully it funnels into.
I think you just have to. I think you have to upload the whole thing to YouTube and just sell a specialty signed edition or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That'd be
Yeah.
the only way to make money off it. I think.
that sucks.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like how much like playing music is kind of like, or anything like how much free stuff can you give out?
Oh, I know.
Just
It's
to get people to the shows.
the modern world is the best thing for the consumer, but one of the worst things for the artists. But like,
Yeah.
and you know, it's tough, but at the same time, like live shows are doing better than ever. Like, and
there's always the other side to it.
there's ways to make money. You just got to evolve. The people that don't evolve are the ones struggling the most. The people that are
It's true, man.
taking advantage of the modern world are especially like online, like with Keem, like his promotion he can do online and
Yeah, man.
get people out to shows. This tour has been
Yeah.
our best tour we've ever done.
Really?
Ever. Yeah.
Yeah, you and Keem are kind of like a powerhouse.
Yeah.
It's dope.
The dynamic duo.
The dynamic duo.
Yeah, because it kind of sucks to be a musician because you play music or you choose a certain instrument or lifestyle because you're not a business person,
Right.
And you're not a marketer because this is how you play music,
Right.
But now, unfortunately, the times have changed, and
Yeah.
it's the people that are going to break through are the ones that kind of evolve,
Right.
You know.
And it was a big thing. COVID was a big changing point for me in my life for a lot of reasons. It was a big double-edged sword because I was already planning on taking a year off of touring because we knew our D.A.R.E was coming. But with it being extended and just all this sort of stuff, I started up a business outside of music. And that was the first time I had ever actually put like effort into something outside of music. And I had always thought that like if I put as much effort into like a proper business as I did a band, I'd have success. And it really did do really well for me, and it changed my whole perspective on how to run the band and be able to make it like the band's always been self-sustaining, but that was about it, was self-sustaining. And so now just with my experience the past 5 years running a business outside of music, it totally everything now is way better than I could ever imagine. So it's just I think that band dudes, I've said this a bunch and I'm trying to talk to a bunch of band dudes about this, but band guys have the perfect entrepreneurial mindset. They just put it into something that doesn't make money,
Yeah.
but if they had put that same effort into something that did make money, I think that every touring musician has the perfect mindset for like business. Just put it into like a product, not just songs on Spotify.
Yeah, what was like a big takeaway that you learned that you applied to your band?
Mainly like product development, and so a big and then also just selling stuff properly on tour. Like if you think about it, like on tour, each person in there is, and I don't want any fans to be like, oh, he views us as customers, but it is what you have to do to sustain stuff, because I do appreciate fans that love the stuff. But like when someone comes to a show like and they're a super fan, they might be the biggest fan in the world and willing to spend however much money they can to support you, but like you can only sell someone like 2 t-shirts, so they're like, okay, I have enough t-shirts, like I don't need more t-shirts than that. And so if you develop a lot of unique products like table items, like we have 14 items on the table that aren't t-shirts.
And Keem's selling all of it.
Yeah.
I don't
We
think Keem's happy about it.
No, hey, I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. We got flags, we got keychains, we have puzzles, we got puzzles, brother.
Fingerboards.
Yeah, we got
The mouse
fingerboards.
pad's good idea.
We
Yeah.
got RFID wallets.
I need that mouse pad actually.
Oh, they're freaking this big.
Oh yeah,
They're ginormous.
yeah.
Dude, I need a big mouse pad like that.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, and so basically, like the biggest thing that could help the band was like creating actual products rather than just like here's a shirt, here's a CD. Creating like almost more like things that people would use more often than just like wearing a t-shirt, and then being able to increase the money per customer that wants to buy.
Sure.
Because someone like, even if it's an extra $5 per person, you know, if you have $1,000 per like, or 1,000 orders per tour, you're making an extra $5,000, even if it's only an extra $5. So
what's the hot item? What's like the couple items that are like, oh wow, this is
fingerboards are really good.
Yeah, fingerboards are crazy right now, dude.
Is there something going on in like the fingerboard?
No, it's just everyone loves. Everyone used to write tech decks, play with tech decks all the time.
The tech decks, dude.
I'll show you. I have one in my bag. I'll show you one of them.
Sick.
And so but yeah, everyone loves it. It's nostalgic, and it's something that people don't see. Yeah.
Smart, dude. Let's go, man.
And then the puzzles, like our artwork is one of the biggest things with the band. Like the Browning has never had like, oh, those are the guys, they look like this. What we have is a very specific like artwork style.
That was one of my questions. I'm like, you guys have 5, 6 records, correct?
I think this last one was 6. Yeah.
6. Okay. Yeah. I noticed. There's definitely like a common. It's just okay. I was like, who does the artwork? It's very it's a very specific style.
Right. It initially was Dan Mumford who did. He did like Homesick, Day to Remember. He's done like Parkway Drive, all that.
Oh, okay.
He was initial dude. And he's just he got real busy. Yeah. So he's who did the first 2 or 3 records. Then he started doing crap for like freaking Star Wars or something, and so he's just a little too busy to deal with.
He's like, peace.
Yeah, for sure. So now my Kinsuki Creations, dude from Philippines, I basically said like, he's super talented. I said, here's this guy's style. Like, can you do it? And he's like, yeah, no problem. And so I've had a couple of different artists now that are just so talented. Somehow they're all from the Philippines.
Yeah,
there's crazy artists over there.
Did he do the artwork for Omni?
No, that is Art More Fate.
Yeah. Okay.
And so our new guy, his name's Art More Fate. He is he did all the single art. So that was another thing with the artwork being such a primary thing.
Yeah.
For this album, every single we released had different artwork for it. And so with the artwork being such a big thing, we have, we bring five different wall flags, puzzles with the artwork, just utilize what we have.
A lot with just like really sick artwork.
Yeah. If the artwork is like a primary thing in your band, just plaster it all over the place, like some bands, the way they look is like the thing, but for us, it's the artwork and the sound. I think that we might be, one of the only bands where image matters absolutely 0%.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he did that artwork too, Art More Fate. And so he's sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did the record come out? It came out last year, right?
Was it October?
November 7th? Was it November 7th?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It was in November.
Hey, you're here to promote the record. You guys need to know the date.
Right. Wait, what was it? It was November...
My goodness.
7th or 8th. It was November 7th or 8th.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, new record is out now. Omni.
Yeah.
Listen, Omni.
Check it out. I like the title track.
Yeah.
It's a really cool chord progression.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just driving. Then especially with the title track Omni, my new band, The Defect, with my wife, the Browning always had 2 sides of the sound. Because, like I said, I love like really melodic, ambient, like electronic music, but then also I just like freaking aggressive, sporadic, super heavy crap too. And so on a few of the records, I would always have a lighter song, something that was more like anthemic rock, like synth rock.
Yeah.
And so a song like Omni, we would typically have like 1 or 2 like that on each record. One that has a female singer that is just like more big and epic and just, like you said, chord progressions. But then the other 10 songs would just be all over the place, crazy freaking breakdowns and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we realized that the Browning had 2 subsets of fans, people that like those softer, more anthemic rock.
Yeah.
And then those people only got like 2 songs per record.
Yeah.
So we started The Defect to have a whole band that is just specifically that sound.
Yeah.
So then I could focus on the Browning being as heavy as possible. And so Omni was a good transition to show people like, this is The Defect and that's the sound for that. Like, this is where you go for that sound now.
Oh, wow.
And, but besides that, like Omni, I think is our heaviest record for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like overall.
Also, definitely also the the best sounding.
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a big thing. That's a big thing with, I think, what the current like successes right now with the Browning is it has been a hard sound to figure out.
What's up, everybody? It helps the podcast if you listen to the ads and support the sponsors. They literally help keep the lights on, allow us to consistently put out new episodes every week, and help grow this thing so we can continue to get bigger guests for all you to enjoy. We really appreciate it. DistroKid is the easiest way to get your music on all streaming platforms. Get your songs onto iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and more. Check it out at distrokid.com/VIP/Garza to get 30% off your membership. That's distrokid.com/VIP/Garza to get 30% off. We are also brought to you by Sweetwater, the #1 online retailer for pro audio and music instruments. Whenever the band or myself need anything for a tour, we always go to Sweetwater. If you need any music gear, click the link in the description below so you know you came from the podcast. Positive Grid. We have the cabs right here. They are the best portable amps out there. Anywhere from handheld amps to these cabs right here. Whatever your tone needs are, check out positivegrid.com. It sounds hard.
Yeah.
It's like where are you guys going?
Right. It's hard to figure out to make it listenable for people that don't particularly like synthesizers, you know?
Sure.
And so our old drummer Cody, he mixed Geist, our record Geist and Isolation. Mm-hmm. I'm really difficult to work with. I understand this when it comes to mixing and stuff because there's so much crap going on.
Yeah.
And I write everything, and so I hear all these tiny layers that no one else is paying attention to. And so what Cody did for this tour, or for this record, is he set me up a template on my computer so I could just sit there and just, have a slamming template that I could just dial in my crap, like spend however much time I want to doing and everything.
Oh, okay.
And so that was a huge help. And this is the best sounding record because I felt like I had infinite amount of time and manipulation because I was doing it all with the template that like Cody made me. So
yeah, that's kind of like the thing about if you have a lot of layers, they could get kind of lost. And you kind of have to you want this higher or lower. You kind of have a stoner brain.
Yeah.
'Cause I love dude, mixing too is saying I get so fucking pissed when there's a noise, but I want it a certain level. I want it if you're sober or you're chilling, you don't hear it, but if you're really high, it's chilling, you're like, oh, what is that?
Oh, I overanalyze the crap bad. I'm
yeah.
bad about it. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's really bad how much I overanalyze, and that's why it's hard for me to work with a mixer because they might not even. I'll say something they don't even hear it, and so, and then Keem coming into the band was a big part of this new record being as good as it is too, because he originally was a fan of the band, and so he basically was a curator for this being what like a fan would likely want to hear, and so so him joining the band helped this album quite a bit.
So yeah, how'd you guys meet?
We met and I met him in like 20.
Yeah, show him the picture.
Oh,
we got a picture.
We got a picture. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I pulled it up.
Also, shout out to Peeling Flesh.
Cool
shirt.
Love me some Peeling Flesh, boy. Where is that? Right there. Dang, I met him 2013.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, every time the Browning came to Orlando, I was always there.
That's a photo, dude.
Yeah, that's me like 100 pounds lighter. But
it's tough.
It was during COVID. He was doing a podcast of his own, and I was on his podcast, and then we just clicked after that, started talking.
Oh wow.
In 22, he was like, "Hey, the Browning starting up, touring is okay now." I had a couple members, leave to, do full-time jobs. Do you want to play for the Browning? I said no.
You said no at first?
No, yeah.
You're like, fuck off, dude.
I was like, nah. I was like, I got a family. I just had a kid. And then
first kid, right? The first one?
No, I already had the first one. So I had a COVID baby. So there was nothing else better to do. So I had another baby.
You're just coming, dude, during the pandemic, dude.
Exactly. And so then he asked me again, and he threatened me this time, and I was like, well, I guess I got to now. So Yeah, I toured. We did the tour in 22.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-week run, and he was like, "Yeah, you wanna become a member?" And I started off with a slinging the string, slinging the bass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Started off on bass, and we had our boy John on that tour too. Yeah, because over COVID, like, people just had to figure out their stuff. So, you know, got promotions at being an electrician, our old bassist, you know, and just worked it out. And, you know, I'm glad to have, like, I feel like now, you know, I appreciate everyone that's ever been in the band and, you know, toured with the band and everything. But right now, I feel more than ever that not only people in the touring party, but label, booking agent, everybody, I feel like they actually really enjoy the Browning for what it really is, rather than just it being an opportunity.
Yeah.
And so, like, I really appreciate being surrounded by people that actually appreciate what the Browning, like, really is, because it's a weird thing. I understand, like, I can understand why some people might not like the Browning, you know.
Sure.
And I've overanalyzed that for a long time to figure out, like, what to do. And with Omni, it really started on the last record, End of Existence, figuring out how do I make this more palatable to people that the sound is off-putting to. And Omni, I figured that I think I have now the perfect balance of, like, how far do I push the synths? When do I dial them back? Like, when do how do I balance this in a way that, you know, metal people can actually back it?
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That takes a lifetime to figure out sometimes.
Yeah, 6 albums, you know?
Great. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it also takes looking at yourself and realizing you're not all that. Like, you know,
Sure.
you do however many tours with however many massive bands and still are at, like, a certain level. And then you look at it and be like, okay, what's the deal? Like, what can I do to help this situation? And starting the Defect was a big part of being able to have the Browning stick to its core sound that fans really, really enjoy, you know?
Congrats, man. 6 records, 20 years later.
Right. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, he's pulling up
I saw the demo.
Yeah, that right there.
Boy, oh boy,
That's me and my.
look at that boy.
That picture was probably 2008, and that's my brother-in-law,
Oh,
Matt.
really? Ah, sick.
You know the "I'm a Snake" video?
No.
The "I'm a Snake" that video?
No.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
That's weird. It's insanely viral. He's the "I'm a Snake" guy, and then that video right there.
I've never seen
There it
this.
is.
Yeah.
What is... Oh, my... It's...
Yeah. Yeah. So that we filmed that video whenever in 2009 went to
I'm a snake.
moved down to Dallas to start the Browning full time, and he's my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, and they moved me down to Dallas so that I could start the Browning as a full band.
Oh, wow. So you had to... So are you from Kansas City? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's, like, I knew that whenever I was starting the Browning full time, I had a tiny bit of touring experience before realizing I could do the Browning. Actually, Russell the Bear once is who showed me, like, backtracks, and because I had no idea how I could do it before that, and they showed me how they did their synths, and I was like, I can actually do the Browning as a full band. And so I knew I was going to be, like, hyper serious about it, and Kansas City is a good spot, but I didn't really want to start it with friends. Because I wanted it to be, like, serious and immediately get out there and do it. Yeah. So my sister and him, you know, I was 19 when I made it a full band. They moved me down to Dallas so I could find, like, serious musicians and make it a full band and everything. Yeah.
Why Dallas?
I didn't want to move to LA. And
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
So I was just, like, thinking about, okay, where's some good scenes with, like, really serious musicians, and so yeah, picked Dallas and found the original members for the band, and I already had music written and was like, here's the sound. This is what the sound that I'm gonna do. I just need people that are willing to play it and everything. And yeah, just that the dudes were much older than me and really serious and everything, and it was a perfect start to the band doing it like that.
What are some other bands that are from the area?
In Dallas?
Yeah.
What was I don't even know, honestly.
Really?
I moved to Dallas, but the first shows we played were on tour. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we didn't do any local shows or anything. It was basically the drummer at the time, the original drummer. His name was Noah. He immediately just started contacting people to book tours and stuff, and so First tour was in a Honda Accord with a U-Haul trailer
Of course it is.
attached to it, and
Nice.
made it happen. And so, yeah, that's the original members and everything. And so, got them all down there, and we just started rolling with it and making it happen. Yeah.
So at what point did so you said that people were starting to get it now?
Yeah, for sure. I just think, like, initially my thought with the Browning since its inception was to be like the most electronic metal band, right?
Okay.
So I was like, synths all the time, synths louder than guitars. Like, I just want the synths as
That
like,
explains those mixes.
yes, for sure. And I
Okay.
again, I was 14 to 19 by the time
Sure,
before I made
yeah.
a full band. Okay, so
I get it.
I was like, yep, synthesizers, maximum, everything below it, even live shows. I would have to go tell the front of house guy, I'm like, synths here, everything else.
You were being
here.
that guy?
I was, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well, it's just like, because if the synths weren't loud, then we'd just sound like a really bad metalcore band.
Yeah.
But then we would sound like a really bad metalcore band with synthesizers. So, at least it was something unique. But and so I was just very adamant about it to the point that it probably was a detriment looking back on it. And especially like, we were on some big stuff back then, so we had a lot of eyes on us.
Yeah, touring with like Fear Factory and shit.
Static
Cool,
X.
man. Yeah, Static X.
And so finding the balance definitely was the thing that really, and also I think any band can really make it happen if they just freaking stick to their crap,
Yeah, man.
and just stick to what you're doing and just, be confident about it. I think that any band can make it happen if they do that.
That's awesome. Did you ever meet Wayne Static at all?
Yeah, I think the tour we did with him was his last one.
Was his last one?
I think it was either his last or second to last one.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Did you guys talk at all?
a little bit. Yeah. Our drummer at the time was doing some stuff. He did an interview with him for a magazine and stuff, and they had like a barbecue day and stuff and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
So he was hanging?
Yeah,
Chilling?
chilling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was all good. And then their whole crew, everyone was super nice. And same with Fear Factory. Like, Dino is super nice to the Browning whenever we toured together. He even had one of our songs was his ringtone on his phone.
Wow.
And he told me, he was like, that he viewed the Browning as like the modern version of what like Fear Factory was when it started, like adding industrial elements and stuff. And
Wow.
so,
What did you think? You're like, is this happening right now?
well, yeah, definitely.
It's cool.
It's
That's cool,
they are
man.
definitely very different. Yeah, but like as far as Fear Factory
shadows
goes,
fall.
I just even more so in the modern Browning, I've taken more influence from Fear Factory even than I did
course.
back then.
Yeah, of
Just
course,
that
man.
I just love how punishing their chugs and how fast and just
Oh,
like
he's still the goat, man.
I know it.
Still.
I would love to do Crab with Fear Factory again. I just they're just so fast and heavy, and I just love that stuff. And so even in the modern Browning, I've taken way more influence from Fear Factory than even back then.
Yeah, man. We're in the same boat. Sometimes like you listen to those older records, I'm like, man, like so many bands fucking ripped this off.
Yeah,
dude.
for sure.
I'm like, oh, I didn't write this riff. Dino wrote it in fucking 96, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he's one of the best rhythm players of all time.
Oh yeah, exactly. Especially for something like the Browning, like we're all rhythm beside the synth,
Yeah.
And so it's taking influence from that sort of stuff definitely is huge. And so, yeah, and I think that the modern Browning is the heaviest it's ever been. That's probably another reason people are a lot more into it.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay. Yeah. So you mentioned that Keem joins, and then Keem, it seems like you approached it as like a fan. Did you tell him anything? Hey, this is kind of what I think I want to hear.
Like the different types of like breakdowns and just like, cause my chat, like I'm all about the breakdowns and I know what people like. So like I would tell him, like he'd be like, hey, how's this? I'd be like, it could use a little work, or I'll lead him in the right direction.
and
Honesty.
making songs that have the viral potential for sections,
Yeah.
and the spots where if he was to make a clip for it, it would be viral,
Right.
Oh wow.
And so whenever you actually think about that when you're making the music, then you're at least at a minimum just making very impactful, exciting sections,
True.
And so that's always in mind when writing this stuff is how can we catch a reactor off guard and how can we surprise them in some way? Because I do miss the days when metal and especially like deathcore was a lot more surprising, abrupt, and like would catch you off guard with some stuff.
Yeah.
Some like modern deathcore is great, but a lot of it is too straightforward and not like dynamic enough for me.
Sure. Yeah.
And so if you keep that in mind, like, okay, let's create some spots that will just, catch people way off guard. Like they don't know what's coming. Like, especially with the Browning, like we'll do a big build up where they're thinking it's about to go into like some crazy breakdown and just pop in a super hardstyle part, just get into techno and they're like, what?
Yeah.
And then you bust it into a breakdown. They're like, what? And so
with the first song we dropped from the album was Poison. It was like
Poison,
the new era. A lot of people was like, oh, I never listened to the Browning, or they'll say like, oh, the name off put me, but this song is great. It's like Poison
Really?
was like the song that like turned eyes, was like, all right, the Browning is back, or the Browning is we gotta pay attention to the Browning.
yeah, and it was definitely the first one that really showed how heavy the Browning could be. And so
It's great. Was that with the tip you got from Keem?
yeah, and it was definitely with in mind being like, let's make this song have like 3 sections that are like shareable.
Yeah.
And so, because a lot of songs, it'll hit the middle section, and that's the moment that people are like, oh, that's a shareable part.
Yeah.
Poison has like 5 sections
like
that people would. This part's ridiculous. Oh, this part's even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so, like that song itself has like literally 5 shareable moments in it.
Yeah, and also like his vocals, because like I always said, like he's a great vocalist, but I feel like in all the past albums, he like held himself back because he never really used his vocal range to his like full extent.
For sure.
Yeah.
So like releasing like Poison as like the first single, people was like, oh, I didn't know he could do pig squeals, or
Right.
I didn't know his vocals could get like that. So like this whole album, like
And a big part
flexes.
of that was because I was trying to be that middle ground. Like I said, we had fans that liked the more melodic side, and then
Yeah.
fans that liked the more chaotic side.
Yeah.
So I was trying to not do like off-putting crap to the people that in the middle.
Sure.
And so again, my band, The Defect, totally opens me up on the Browning to do whatever. I think
Great.
it's 7 of the 10 songs on the record has pig squeals on it. So
It's good.
someone's got to do it.
I'm sure people aren't complaining about.
Oh,
about
no.
that. It's
No.
cool. Like what? You're like going into it like creating moments.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you want in a song. You want to create moments.
Yeah.
And you literally have like a marketer literally right.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
You say I could headbang to this.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I post a clip of this, will it go viral?
Right. Or
And-
if I'm listening to it, like let's say I'm listening to 3 songs back to back, I want to be able to choose a spot in each song that makes it memorable. That be like, all right, that's Poison. All right, that's Omni. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to remember the song, not just it all sounds like the same.
And one thing with Poison too that it's something I've always done, but to a lesser degree when writing. Like I did masterclass, like Hans Zimmer masterclass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and with like cinematic like building and songwriting, it's all about like building tension and then releasing that tension. And Poison is such a perfect example of that. Because there's these moments where it's just so intense and you're like, oh, it's going crazy, and then it just drops.
Yeah.
And then there's just this build of tension up to this just massive release of tension.
Yeah.
And that song does it like 3 times, just a huge build to a massive release of tension. And that's what I mean with a lot of modern deathcore is it's like it goes hard and then it's just this the whole way through.
Yeah.
Where like
Tough.
to really have like, to me, impactful music that is that gets people excited, you bring it down and then you build this slow tension and build tension and then just let this like big breath of release happen. And even though the big breath of relief is a massive freaking breakdown with pig squeals, it's still like
something,
you
yeah.
can feel the
Yeah,
tension release
that's
whenever
true.
it hits.
Yeah, that's what we did back in the day when we didn't even know what we were doing.
Right.
You're building tension. And I guess people like that abrupt change.
Exactly.
Thrash to a blast to the heaviest
Exactly.
breakdown.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah, we didn't even know if we were doing that.
Right.
It's kind of like a natural. It's funny because it's kind of the music's kind of going full circle.
Yeah.
I noticed like a lot of people trying to be like the heaviest thing possible.
Right.
But we did that back then without trying. Like those notes are what I felt.
Right.
Like I didn't care about being the heaviest thing ever.
Yeah.
But now like I'm doing the same thing. Like, oh yeah, there's like, especially now with like modern gear.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
There's shit I can do now. I'm like, oh, dude, this wasn't possible.
Oh,
like
yeah.
now I have all like these pedals and tools. I'm okay, but now it's like I'm feeling the same thing. While I'm
Right.
playing, like this sounds probably the heaviest thing I've ever played.
Right.
But I don't care.
Right.
I'm feeling this.
For sure.
I'm a fucking broke guy right now. I'm broke. I'm ready to kill people. Just like
Yeah.
just like I was when I was 18. It's
Right.
cool.
And I wonder how much of it back then was because a lot of it was probably like jamming versus now like a lot of music
Sure.
is sitting behind a computer.
Sure,
And so like
jamming.
it just like happened naturally then because it probably was just sitting
Oh, yeah.
around and writing music with the dudes. It is hard to have it like because I've never written music jamming. I've always been behind a computer doing it. And
Yeah.
so the live environment is always in mind like when writing stuff.
Yeah,
For
you
sure.
really have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's just you, just kind of.
Exactly.
Do you ever send stuff to Keem?
Oh, yeah.
How was this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll like if I'm in the middle of the process, like I'll live stream stuff over to him. Like I'll work
cool.
on stuff while live
Nice.
streaming it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this was going to be my lead-off question, but we started talking.
Yeah.
So what's your beef with Korn, dude? What's like?
Yeah.
What's
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
What's been?
Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
that was a perfect example of fake news.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He cut me out of context trying to get me to
Yeah.
tell some dirt.
Yeah.
Big
It
time.
was the best. It was the best thing ever because it's like it proves that people they'll look at like a clip, take it, and
Oh,
run
dude,
with
it's the
it.
worst.
It
Dude.
really is.
If you went literally 20 seconds before that clip, it was me talking about how Korn was the most influential band on me as a kid.
Yeah. That's the scary thing about clips, dude.
Right.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh
yeah.
man. Woo.
No, he dealt me some dirt with this one.
Yeah, I sure
Yeah,
did.
I wrote a comment on this somewhere.
Yeah, I did. I remember your comment too.
Said, I would never tort the brownie.
Yeah.
Yeah, people was like,
Like,
"Who's
dang."
the brownie?"
Yeah. Oh, I got ratioed on that. They're
Yeah.
like, really? You have 8,000 followers.
Yeah.
You're really going to talk about Korn?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, dude.
I was like, "Korn doesn't know you, blow, bro. Like it's all good."
Now, I will say, okay, so what I was making the point on in that, because Korn is one of the
Explain
most.
yourself.
Yeah, okay. Let me explain it. They are one of the most influential bands on me, straight up. One of the first heavy bands. But, like, to listen, because we were talking about discographies. From a discography as a whole, there's some stuff with Korn that, like, I just skip. It's weird stuff, which totally
Sure.
fine. They go off the wall, some weird sounds, just some noises and stuff like that. I'll skip past because, like I said before, I like straightforward stuff a lot of times.
Yeah.
And so some of their stuff a little too weird for me to just sit down and listen to. But then their good songs are like top tier, best band in the world. You know.
Yeah.
So that you go to Taco Bell sometimes and it almost kills you.
Sure.
But then
Yeah.
sometimes it's the best meal you've ever ate in your life.
It's true,
Oh, that is. Oh, wow.
especially after a show.
That's what was my
Ooh,
complaint.
boy, after
Uh-huh.
a show. What?
Dude, midnight.
Yeah.
When you see a Taco Bell at midnight, you're like,
Yeah.
it's my lucky. day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so that was my comparison. Sometimes, not the best. Sometimes, absolutely top tier, best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you decided to leave that part of the clip out, right? Yeah.
Oh, I for sure
He
did.
dealt me some dirt with that.
Yeah.
I for sure did. Hey, it got you to comment on it.
Fuck yeah,
So it
man.
worked.
It worked.
Yeah, worked
man.
him up. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have a partner, it's
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were just talking crap. That's all it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people agreed with you. So it's
I was surprised how many people actually agreed with it.
Yeah.
That caught me by surprise, to be
wow.
honest.
I
I was, whenever
System of a Down is a prime example. Ooh.
I don't know about System of a Down's perfect. I don't know about that. Yeah. I love that, man. I have like 3 school year photos in a row wearing the same System of a Down hoodie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, people love that band. Dude.
Yeah.
What, you don't?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't love them. It's just I was more like the Korn guy.
Okay.
It's just but we were talking in high school. It's like they're the one band that's like if you put on a record, it's like it's full of singles.
Right.
They're like the only band that's like that. Every record like this could all that could be a single too. That could be a
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I love them so
I
much.
have a question for you, Garza.
Okay.
What's your Taco Bell band?
Yeah.
Taco Bell band.
Yeah, who's
the worst and the best?
Yeah, who would you be your Taco Bell band?
Oh, best and worst. Wow, I never thought about that ever. I was gonna say Suicide Sounds, but I joke around like we're the best worst band of all time, best worst live band of all time.
You think so?
We're on it like literally like no one can touch us.
Right.
But when we're off, it's literally like if we're 90%, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
We're energy based band, and
Right.
when the energy is off, dude, it's I could.
Feel it.
It's so weird. We've done tours. We just like, oh, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But but as far as other band, what Taco Bell band?
That's a new category.
Yeah.
Everyone
Taco
comment.
Bell, yeah.
I don't
Comment who's your
Taco Bell
band.
band.
Slipknot's pretty Taco
Slipknot.
Belly.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. Yeah, Slipknot's a Taco Bell band.
Yeah.
I think those first 4 records are sick. as
Look at you,
fuck.
dang, look at you go hard.
Hey, getting it. Yeah.
Hashtag yoga.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think Slipknot, yeah, his first 4 records are sick, but the rest I just kind of don't bother with.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when like there's some point where like you kind of need to put out new records still just to remind people, hey, we can still play this way.
Yeah, you can come
Yeah.
see our old songs still. Come out to our tours, you know.
Yeah.
No, I Slipknot's one of the bands from that era I never listened to, but I was so into. I pretty much immediately went Korn, System of a Down, into Hatebreed, into like Annotations of an Autopsy. So like I kind of skipped a big portion of
Yeah.
the like kind of mainstream metal stuff.
Yeah.
And Annotations, Autopsy, like all that stuff is what got me into. I was doing the Browning already, but I wasn't doing vocals on it. It was instrumental, and I'd have a friend do vocals every now and then. But like Annotations, Autopsy, Waking the Cadaver, that sort of stuff was the first like heavy stuff I got into and got me into doing vocals. So like, you know, that's how I learned. Pig Squeals was the first vocals I could ever do, and yeah, it's just, you know, all inhale stuff, and still to this day, 100% of my vocals are all inhale.
Are they really?
100%.
Oh shit! I heard that's bad for you. Is that
No, so that's
is that true?
So that's a big thing. I was gonna make a whole freaking whatever video about this. I think that the inhale thing is one of the biggest misconceptions in
Part of the rumor, right?
Well, it's like people just there hasn't been like a case study on this, as if there would be, but like if there's a case study, it's likely me. Because I've been doing inhale vocals 100%, no other vocals for, 20 years, and touring like 300 days a year back in the day. And so people always say it's bad for your voice, it's bad for this. And I'm like, can you tell me one extreme vocalist that does exhales that hasn't destroyed their voice completely?
Yep, been there.
Yeah. So like, how can people say that inhales destroy your voice when it's very blatant that exhales destroy your voice? So what's the point of even talking about inhales destroying your voice, right?
Wow. Yeah, it could be just one of those things that you hear it once, like, oh, I think maybe that's just
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, what they say is like, oh, your vocal cords are meant to project sound, not like,
Sure.
inhale sound. But again, like, I think that I don't have throat problems at all from inhales ever, not once. They don't affect my voice at all. And like no stamina issues on stage. I don't even think about it. I don't even think like I'm doing inhales. That's what happens. And it started because first thing I learned was pig squeals, and I kind of rotated it into just learning how to make it go high, make it go low, just do the thing. And I'll do it right in front of people, and they still don't believe me it's inhales. They think I'm joking.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, man. Yeah, you've been doing inhales longer. I can't think of a band that's been doing it longer than you.
And I think that there probably is, but I think that there's such a stigma, people are scared to talk about it. Yeah, but I'm not scared of anyone talking crap on me, so I don't care.
That is the main ingredient to be doing anything public.
Well, and people talk about like how unique my vocals sound, and I'm like, well, it's because I'm doing it in a different way.
So you think some singers are keeping it a secret?
I do. I'm not going to put anyone on blast.
You should.
No, I'm not
Help
putting
me out, dude.
No.
Come on.
I'm not putting anyone on blast because there's some people that I can sound exactly like, And I'm like, there's only one way that's really going to happen, I think. And I think that there's a big stigma, and people are scared to have anyone talking crap on them. But I think that it is.
Where are they from? What? I'm just asking where. I mean,
Yeah,
Planet Earth.
yeah.
Planet Earth. Okay.
They're from U.S.
What country?
No, and so I really do like on my Instagram, I have a video of me doing a cappella deathcore vocals. It's one of them. No, it's not that one. But like,
That's the one further down.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the one far a little bit down from that. Yeah, a
right.
cappella
Oh, there it
deathcore
is.
vocals.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That's inhale.
All of it. And also, it's like it's louder than most of these people are exhaling even.
Interesting.
And because there's a lot of vocalists that they do exhales, but they're super quiet. Like they're able to be quiet, which they do that to preserve the voice.
Sure.
But people don't think that you can project with inhales, and it's just I think it's just one of the biggest stigmas ever. And I'm here to just say, because I used to record bands a lot back in the day, like local bands.
Yeah.
And I remember I was sitting here recording this band. They're all like freaking 14 years old or something. But they had two vocalists. One dude that did exhales, and then this other guy came up to record, and they were like, "Oh, by the way, he does inhales." And they're all like laughing. I'm like, "I do all inhales," and they just bust up laughing, thinking that I'm just like.
Wow.
And so like even the dude in their band, they're talking crap on him doing inhales. I'm like, dude.
Sure.
And so we're all making stupid sounds. It doesn't matter how you do it, whether it's exhale, fry, inhale, whatever.
Yeah. How do you start doing that? How do you like approach starting to do that?
Inhales?
Yeah.
Well, with me, it was pig squeals, because pig squeals really the only way to get like the real like waking the cadaver type pig squeals is inhale, like, and to be able to get like the really like tweedy kind of really high ones, like, and most people it just tickles the crap out of their throat. That's why they stop immediately, because like, and it just tickles their throat so bad that they stop. Where it's really, if you just think about like opening up your throat a lot more. That's the big thing, is when people try it, they don't open their throat enough. And but yeah, I can understand it tickling, but it's just a weird thing. And vocals are different for everyone, so just do whatever works for you. And and there was a band that I joined in 2009 from out here, and I did this whole audition for it, open audition they had online, and I joined. And then whenever I got there, I won this whole vocal audition contest, got out there, and we were practicing, about to do a tour. And I said, "You guys know I do all inhales." They're like, "What? Like, you have to change that." I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you guys like it? Like, why would I change it now? Crap. And that just shows the stigma even more, you know?
Wow. Well, you can't fuck with time. 20 years, dude.
Yeah.
That's
The
it.
proof's in the pudding, as they say.
Dude, you should do the studies with Elizabeth Zara.
I hit her up.
Did you?
I did. Yeah, she liked my message. She didn't say anything, but I was like, someone's got to show this. I'm trying to get it out there, let people know it's okay. Like, just be yourself, dude.
Keep trying.
Right.
The thing about her is, I think she's busy, and also she kind of got some things just choose you.
Right.
And she's not like an extreme metal person.
Right.
But I mean, she's the perfect.
Yeah.
But also, at the
to
same
analyze
time,
it.
she's the perfect person to analyze what's going on.
Right.
So I think she kind of got thrown into the whole like extreme metal scene.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Keem's got some really good vocals on him.
Yeah.
No, I do not.
He does.
Sick.
His old band, what is it? More you can bear.
More than you can bear.
More than you can bear. He has freaking highs on him for real.
I used to have some highs on me.
That's why I'm trying to get him more involved with as much backing vocals as possible, just to, and even in Poison, a lot of the new songs, he's on quite a bit of the record.
Really?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you doing inhales too, or
no? I do exhales. I try inhales. It's like it tickles my throat, and then I'll be coughing. So
Yeah.
I'll be coughing up blood if I try inhales.
Fuck
But I
yeah,
do exhales.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Keem, how did you start doing the thing with like just making all the videos? How did that start, man?
All right. So I used to. So after being in like a local band, I used to do this thing.
Where are you from? I'm sorry.
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Yeah, Florida.
Okay.
Florida. So
Where?
Like like Daytona area.
Okay.
Like close to Daytona.
Nice.
So before I did the YouTube thing, I used to do like this thing where I would go around to like places and I would mosh. Well, before the moshes I do now.
It's a great photo.
But that's a sexy chocolate, man. Come on, man. I used to like mosh to people's like breakdowns.
Yeah.
And then I started to, cause I would do it like inside of like stores and stuff like that. I got kicked out, so I was like, all right, I gotta find something else.
Yeah.
So then I started doing like the reaction channel and stuff like that, and started posting clips, and it started taking off. And then this This is why you never let me have an Insta360 in my hand, boy. I go crazy. Yeah, I think I started this like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, I love it.
I like.
Well, you started doing reactions like 6 years ago.
Yeah, reaction 6 years
Yeah.
ago, but like the Insta360 like
The street
2 years ago?
mosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick. I like how I really like how it doesn't matter what band it is. Like you even do the reactions to like small bands.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It kind of gives them like a little push.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like
Nice.
some of these smaller bands sound better than the bigger bands. That's just some of these bands be putting in work, and it's just such a saturated market. It's hard to really get out here now.
Yeah, man.
So it's like
it's a numbers game now.
it really is. Like that's why I be telling
noticed
these
that.
bands, like, if you guys are if you're just releasing music, that can only get you so far. You guys
Yeah,
have
man.
to be out here like promoting your music. You guys gotta they gotta see who's behind the music. You gotta start doing content, something
Something.
to
Something,
get
dude.
the edge over somebody else. So always gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the times are changing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, and reaction channels and stuff like that. I think that they give small bands an opportunity for like advertisement, where because a lot of reaction pages will charge to be able to do it, and like you can either put money into paying a
absolutely.
reactor, or you can throw money into like a Facebook ad and get it seen by a couple hundred random people, or you give it to a reactor that is going to market directly to people that are like the music that you are,
Yeah.
And so it's a really easy way for bands to be able to invest a little bit into getting their song heard by like a direct market, rather than throwing it randomly into Instagram or something,
Yeah, man. Yeah, we were talking. That's why, Keem, I really respect you for pushing the smaller bands.
Yeah.
Because me and Jay have been talking, like we're thinking about getting like local bands in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they don't have, like, where else are they gonna go?
For sure.
Yeah.
And because press kind of sucks, which is why we're doing this. Man, we should just have like some local bands in here, dude.
Yeah, for
Fuck
sure.
it, dude. Push, because you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had Peeling Flesh back in here this month in that pod. That one did way. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah.
After 4 years of doing this thing full time,
Pill and Flesh is hard.
that
dude.
EP popped.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. G Code. I saw you had Kawanashi in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter's a great guy.
Dude, yeah, he's super sick.
You mean a lot of man. Some people are just one in one.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
Yeah.
Peter's just a one
He's
in one guy.
He's a one of one guy. He's funny. Like, it took me a little bit to get accustomed to his vocals, but I love his vocals because it's so different. I love it.
And also that's how you stick out.
Yeah, it really
That's
is.
how you got to
really
stick
is,
out.
yeah.
So Keem, what happened? So you were playing bass and now you're riffing.
Yeah, he forced me to go guitar,
did.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Because you played bass your whole life.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Bass, 4-string the whole life.
You're okay. Also, it's rare. Like you're an actual bass player. You're not like a
Guitar, go to bass.
a lot of bass players just feel guitar players.
Right,
So
right.
But you're actually like a bass player.
Bass player, yeah. I just
What were you
prefer it.
jamming as like a kid?
I think the first song I covered was Chop Suey by
Nice.
System of a Down.
Nice. That's cool.
And then like I got a little cocky when I was younger, so I was like, let me try some Victor Wooten stuff.
Oh my
Failed
God.
it. Failed it. Of course. I was like, oh, I could do that. That looks so easy. Failed it.
It looks easy. You said that to yourself? Wow.
I mean, when you're young looking at him, like he just makes it look so easy. But yeah, not even close. Failed miserably. Dude, he is such a crazy bass player.
Is he why you got the 4-string?
What's that?
Is he why you went to straight to 4 strings?
Oh, so the reason I had the 4-string is because my parents couldn't afford the 5.
That'll do it as well.
Yeah, so
that'll do it as well. Okay.
what was I? It was like a Ibanez. I started with like Ibanez. It was an SG. So I had that for like the longest, and
Nice.
yeah, I just started covering anything I could. And I think the first song was System of a Down, and then I started doing like Devil Wears Prada, Ask Alexandria.
Nice.
I think I still have some covers up on my YouTube channel.
I think you got
I
a
do,
Mice
yeah.
and Men up on there or something like that.
Do I have a Master Man up there? Yeah, type it. Yeah. Oh my
we
God.
got Chemo on the bass.
Oh, I forgot about this
We got
one.
Chemo on the bass.
Oh God. Oh
My goodness.
I forgot about this one. It was full production. I did a full production thing too.
Glasses
Woo!
and all.
Boy.
Oh, it sounds good. That's a great bass tone.
Oh, I think I was running Dark Glass. Oh yeah, I was running Dark Glass.
Dark Glass. So if you're just listening, he's playing. Keeps playing a 4-string Fender.
Yeah.
Dude, think about Fender. Dude.
Aerodyne, baby.
No matter what genre music you are, the Fender bass will always be the king.
There you go. There
That's
you go.
it,
And
dude.
I saw you got your own little 7
I love it,
string
dude.
Fender. I saw that, baby.
It's still weird that it's the thing.
Yeah,
It's weird.
But that's the first. Is that the first 7?
It's the first ever Fender hardtail 7-string. So so the bridge is actually like a hardtail, and that's the first ever made 7-string version.
Nice,
You know,
man.
I got
Congrats, dude.
Thank you, man. It's crazy. Yeah, Fender's cool, man. I live in the same town.
Yeah.
I live in Corona, born raised, so they're literally down the street.
Yeah.
So I was go there all the time, just bug them. Hey, man.
Yeah. Make me a 7. Make me a 7.
And they realize that this kid's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, let's do it.
Years past, I've heard yes, no's, maybes.
Yeah.
No's, no, and then in my hand.
There you go.
What? That's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
So yeah,
Hey, I guess
anything's possible, dude.
anything is possible.
Dude, one thing I learned, especially in this fucking business, dude, persistence.
Mm-hmm.
Persistence, dude. It's like if you love it and it's you, just keep asking, keep doing, keep working, keep putting your head down.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear no, and you'll be disappointed, and you keep putting your head down again. And eventually, you put your head up, and something just works out.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, and with him switching over to guitar, it was mainly just again, both of us have families. We knew we were going back to touring full time, like 100%, because for a few years was just doing some really key touring or just whenever we had important stuff we needed to tour on.
Yeah.
Now we knew going into this album cycle that we're going back 100% as much touring as we can possibly do. We both have families. We both have bills to pay.
Yeah, man.
One less person helps that quite a bit. And so 3-piece, both the Browning and the Defect are 3 pieces.
Wow.
Same drummer for both bands too.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, he's just in a mask for the Defect. And so we got 2 full bands with 4 total people.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so going into touring full time, just so that we can make sure it's as beneficial, like monetarily, for everyone in the touring party. You cut one person out, put that bass on a backtrack, and just go for it. And also, like I said before, the Browning, I feel like image doesn't necessarily matter for the Browning. I think sound is pretty much the reason people are there. And then also, just thinking about it, why do people go to a Browning concert? They don't go to see how good the bass player can freaking hit that, G string.
It's true.
It's and if you go to a rave or an EDM concert, people aren't sitting there, where's the bass coming from? Who's playing the bass right now?
Well, they're also on drugs.
Well, hey, but whenever people are at a Browning show, just for the energy, not necessarily who's playing where's this coming from? And so basically we get as few people on the stage, with as much lighting and production as we can, and that gives the vibe and the energy that I think works for the Browning. I don't think every band can go 3-piece. I think that obviously if it's a shreddy band, you should have 2 guitarists. You should have stuff going on. But for a band that plays breakdowns with synthesizers,
Sure.
do we really need someone up there just hitting an open note for an hour?
And plus, we take up a lot of space.
We do.
We take up a lot of space on stage.
Some big boys.
Yeah.
How did you transition from a bass to just fucking ripping?
Prayers, honestly.
Hey,
Going
praying,
from a 4 to 7.
Praying works, man.
Yeah, prayer.
Who's windmilling like that anymore?
Yeah.
Besides Suicide Songs,
Yeah.
I know they windmill like that.
Nah,
you.
he windmills like
Yeah, we got the windmills on lock. Luckily, the Browning, the bass and the guitar is pretty much the same crap's happening.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Stay on
so
the top straight, boy.
yeah, he's playing on a 7, but I'm telling you, ain't nothing getting touched past the top 3, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Literally, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and Kiesel hooked it up. Kiesel,
Yeah, shout out to Kiesel.
Yeah, it's a Kiesel, right? It looks nice, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
appreciate it, man.
It's hot, dude. It's hot. It's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kiesel.
Yeah, shout out to Kiesel.
So, how many tours have you done playing?
The second. This is the second.
second full tour. We did a couple of sporadic little runs.
Oh, like little.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is the second full tour.
on guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, all guitar.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
rig?
Was it with them?
Wait, what's the rig?
Oh, we run everything, all of our stuff, 100% through Logic. And so,
Oh, that's okay. Because
Yeah.
I asked Keem, hey, you're ripping. You want to play on the podcast?
Yeah, I was like, I cannot slum. I was like, listen, I just got a phone.
yeah,
just
it's
got a
all
full guitar.
it's all up in the rack, all 100% through
I
Logic,
see.
vocals, guitars, literally everything. So, neural DSP that goes Eurotone.
Oh yeah, that sounds the
Zero.
best.
That
dude.
goes Euro.
Yeah.
We run that on everything straight up. Like it's barely processed outside of what's naturally there. So it goes Eurotone with neural DSP. That crap is next level.
Shout out Gojira.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how they fucking made that preset. I don't know.
It's perfect.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
literally perfect.
It's perfect.
And everyone uses it, and they all sound different.
Right?
I'm like, because I was like, I don't want to use it because I don't want to sound like that band.
Uh-huh.
But
Right.
then I was like, someone said, no, that's the one to get them out. Okay, fuck it, I'll get it. Downloaded it, put it on the quad. I was like,
Yep.
oh, it sounds like me. This sounds nothing like the band.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all the other bands started saying that they use that certain preset. I'm, oh wow, I don't know how they did that. It's
Yeah.
just a great tone that you can put yourself into.
It's perfect. And I love it. I was actually on Podfarm all the way up to this record.
Podfarm.
Podfarm, yeah.
Fuck
It was so hard for me to get away from my tone that I had. I was
Yeah.
like,
The
but
Podfarm.
with
dude,
how-
let's go.
right,
Go
that,
back.
that right there forever. The and with just how digital the Browning sounds, and I want it
Yeah.
to sound digital. And so even whenever you run everything through Logic, whether it's vocals, guitars, whatever, you can, like, if you have a breakdown, you can literally automate on-off volumes to make it to where it's just super choppy. It sounds perfect. The first band I saw do that, we toured with a band called Casino Madrid forever ago.
That's a band name.
Ooh.
Yeah, Casino Madrid. And they were another electronic influenced band, but they ran everything through Logic, and even vocals they'd run through Logic, and they would have these vocal glitches, that bands do, but
Yeah.
they actually did it live where he'd scream in the mic and their Logic would automate on off his channel. So he was doing like live vocal glitches and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so that's where, like, running everything through Logic, I'm like, man, like, let's just do that. You can automate effects, you do all, like, the vocal processing, do the guitars through it, just everything.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, super simple. So our whole setup is a 20 space rack.
20 space rack, and that's
20
it.
space rack and
Boom.
lighting. We're good to go.
Boom, that's it. And you don't got to deal with the stupid bass player. That's
Yeah, no, F them.
That's the-
for real.
That's no offense, Keem. but
Hey,
yeah.
chain reaction. That's where we're at tonight.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be a sick ass show, dude.
Yeah.
I want to stop by,
you do it.
Yeah.
I might have room on the guest list for you, maybe.
please. I would really appreciate that, dude. There's I'm not gonna put her on blast, but there's I was talking to you like a manager. Hey, you want to come on to the show? I'm like, yeah, sure, thank you. I go, and I wasn't on the list.
Oh.
But
right.
but then I realized whenever I text this manager I'm trying to get like a lot of bands are managed by their wives.
Yeah.
A lot of band members. So this
Okay.
this particular band member, I'm trying to get this guy on. I'm like, I'll hit her up every like once in a while, and she keeps calling me Ricky.
Rookie?
Ricky.
Oh, Ricky.
Ricky.
And I don't want to correct them.
Right.
Oh.
So it's been like a year. So one text I sent was like, "Hey, it's Chris Garza again." Kind of say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
still
yeah.
just after that, hey, Ricky. I'm like,
Yeah, she's like, all right, Ricky.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
like,
all right.
it's like, do I look like a Ricky? I probably do, huh? Yeah. I probably do. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, man.
Yep. Oh, yeah, the fingerboards. Yeah, I with the company I started up, it got me just into manufacturing like crazy. And so I've kind of just got into starting up like multiple companies and started up a fingerboard company called Fed Up Fingerboards, and that's what got me starting to do a bunch of like different unique merch items for the band. Was started a fingerboard company and tested them out for the band. Realized how much that stuff act. So I've done victims boards, done boards for filth.
Yeah.
Getting rotating the experience in manufacturing into making cool unique items for bands and everything. That's what I'm working on.
Dude.
Yeah,
We need a Suicide Silence one, dude.
let's do
Hey,
it.
let's do it.
I'll tell
Sick,
you,
dude.
I promise you will sell. I don't care how many you buy, you will sell every one of them.
It's a thing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a top one. Okay. Sick.
You will sell every single fingerboard you have. Yeah, and it's because it's just unique. I love that dude, Nick. He's a good kid.
Shout out, Nick.
He's a good dude.
I have a business idea,
Yeah.
but it's either going to make me rich or flop.
Yeah.
I think because I've been playing golf since I was in diapers.
Yeah.
And like I got a polo shirt from Science to the Swarm, like the white logo here, so I could wear it at when I go golfing.
Yeah.
It's only band. I'm like, I want a band shirt, but a golf shirt. I'm
Right.
like, I want some company where it only makes band polo shirts.
There you go.
So people can wear it when they go out golfing.
Or go somewhere. Yeah, dress up band
That's hard.
shirts.
So it's super niche, but I'm not sure. Either blow up and every golfer that plays metal,
Yeah.
or every will get it, or no one will get it. No one will buy that shit, and then I'm fucked.
Probably expand it to where it's like just like all sportwear for band sportwear.
Okay, band
so you can sell
sportwear.
bowling jerseys, right?
Yeah, bowling. I just banned sports stuff. My dude, I went online. My dude, I want a fucking polo Korn shirt. Nothing. I want a polo Cannibal shirt.
Yeah.
To go golfing and fucking have like your like band shirt, but it looks nice.
Right.
I was like, man, this could be like a thing.
True.
Yeah.
But it'll either blow up or I'll
Because
go-
everyone's
go
like,
broke.
oh, you got to dress up nice for whatever this occasion is. So if you have like
Dude, that'll be sick.
band
Yeah.
like nice attire,
Yeah.
I can make it happen for you.
Dude, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'm either it's either gonna blow up or it'll flop, and I'll have to quit doing this and quit doing the podcast.
There you go.
That's
Going
it.
under, dude.
I know, you never know. These days, dude, you just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could never imagine like the fingerboard thing will be a thing.
Right.
That's fucking dope.
It's just, I think the big thing just with anything is doing something that people haven't seen on a table before. Like I said, we're doing puzzles on this tour. Like,
Puzzles.
yeah. And I mean, they're moving and it's just unique. It's different. And
Puzzle's cool.
oh yeah.
I know the one. This is always a hot cake, but panties.
Oh yeah.
Girls underwear, yeah. I don't know why we don't reprint them, but whenever we print them, they're fucking
Just
gone.
gone. Yeah.
I was like, I think the cost. I mean, this is really geeky shit, but that like the cost to profit ratio is just not good.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of one of those things. Kind of like hoodies are trying to be that way too.
Oh my God.
Or like you can't sell hoodies for too much, but the cost of them are just like
Yeah, our cost, and that's something people don't realize
Yeah.
too on the back end. Like my cost on a hoodie for this tour, we're spending like $38 a hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tie
dye too.
but they're tie dye hoodies.
Yeah.
So they're sick. So people see that, and it's even this is all post COVID. Like I used to be able to get like a front and back white T-shirt for $9 or something, and now, or even cheaper sometimes. Now it's you're spending $14 or $13 on a nice shirt, and so the price increase for merchandise is crazy.
it sucks.
But I will say, with that being said, people are supporting more than ever.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the
for
shows are popping off. This is the most merch we've ever done by far.
Congratulations.
And this is the
cool.
first time we've ever sold out shows before a show. And so
oh
it's
wow, it's a big deal, man. It's cool.
it is, yeah.
Congratulations, dude. That's
so
sick.
so we're
20
selling
years
out.
later. Fuck
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We would have good
That's
walk-ups
cool.
always, but we've never sold out shows preemptively. And this store, we've had like 4 or 5 sold out preemptively. And so
That's cool, man.
it's a unique feeling in the modern day of the Browning of
great.
people turning up like this.
Who else is on the tour?
Filth,
Phil, nice.
yeah, the nicest Southern boys you'll ever meet
Oh,
in a
yeah.
deathcore band.
They're
I
so
love
tight.
them so much. And we got Dropout Kings, and then my other band, The Defect.
Double duty, nice.
Oh yeah, I'm doing 2 sets a night.
Do you guys just announce another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a B market thing, right?
B Market, and it's something I've wanted to do forever. Is take out, do a proper collaboration of electronic and metal, and so
Oh.
Swarm is a DJ. He's like a heavy
okay.
DJ, and so it's literally electronic rock, DJ, and then electronic metal,
Yeah.
the whole package. And so it's an annual thing. We're gonna start doing electronic core. And like this is the first test to see, okay, what's it like if we have an hour-long DJ set between bands. Thing is, he's a really high-energy DJ. He's really good, and he plays heavy stuff.
Cool.
But like next year, for Electronic Core 2026, the plan would be like 3 bands, 3 DJs. And then probably inevitably evolve to like festival, like a proper combination of electronic music and metal.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if there's any band in the world that's going to do it, it's going to be us.
Well, you've earned your spot.
Yeah.
You know, I think once you hit the 20-year mark, everyone can shut the fuck up.
Right.
I think that's what you really earned.
Yeah.
Like I go fucking do whatever I want.
Right, for
Yeah,
sure.
That's it, dude. It's funny. Like the older I get, the more I become more of like a shit talker. I'm like, fuck you, man. Fuck this band. But what are they gonna tell me?
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Any,
Yeah.
You know, it's just,
any bad comment, I just laugh about it. I'm like, because for every, one person that just absolutely despises whatever it is, whether it's for the band name or whether it's for the sound or whatever, there's clearly a room of 500 people packed in that just love it.
so it's really hard to gauge what is reality. If you, like what's on the internet and what you see, like in human, like in person, like in front of your face, like those two things are very different.
Oh, yeah.
So I think maybe even that might be the weird thing about being either a fan or a hater or anything. Like if you see something in the comment section, you don't know what reality is.
Right.
You
Right.
don't like, and you gotta go out and see the band. Oh, this band sucks. Well, it's sold out. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It's all good.
I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
You don't really
Right.
know what's kind of creepy, which we talked about earlier. Like to only touch on it, but what this thing has taught me, like the podcast, some people are really listening, and that, and we're truly thankful for that.
Right.
But what will shock me sometimes is we'll talk about something, or for the full podcast, or a clip, or like a social media clip, and they'll get something completely different.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm just like, what did you hear?
How did you perceive it
How
that way?
did you?
Yeah.
We talked about this, and this is what you're fucking saying.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
So another one of those reasons is don't read comments. You don't know.
Oh, for sure.
It's like, damn, were you even listening?
Yeah, I scan through stuff, but pretty much they just make me laugh. Like if someone's like, I
It's
love
a
it.
fucking disaster sometimes. Dude.
Yeah, my wife this is the first time she's ever been in a band or sang or anything.
Oh no.
And so I was like, you might be careful, like looking through some comments and stuff, especially being a female. Like I'm sure people can be ridiculous. But live, people are so supportive. She's been going and hanging out at merch after the set, and
That's cool.
it's been awesome. And so this tour has been the best tour that I think we've ever done. Just reception,
That's great.
money, just
great,
everything
man.
about it. It's a really good feeling. Especially I stopped my company that I was running for the past 5 years to go back to this full time. So
wow.
yeah, and so it was a big like I hope to freaking Christ this works.
How you are you still straight edge?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because you had the two X's on your cabs, right?
I got like 20 X's on me.
Okay,
but,
cool.
Yeah,
Congrats,
not enough.
man. How old are you?
34.
34, still going strong, man.
Oh yeah.
How long you been straight edge?
I've never smoked or drank in my life. But I learned about straight edge around like 13 or so.
Okay.
And
Nice.
especially once it it was initially just for a lack of better way of telling people like I don't want to drink, because it'll be like because initially it's like people are like, hey, come to the party. It's like, I don't want to go to the party. Like, no, come on, it'll be a good time. Like we can drink, and I'm like. But once you say I'm straight edge, you're like, oh, I don't even want you freaking coming around here, So it's just an easy way to
It's pretty cool.
yeah. And I'd get a lot of people actually come, especially early on in the Browning. A lot of the lyrics were straight edge influenced. And even now, if you read into like Poison, the lyric Poison, for that song, I actually did a little write up with Straight Edge Worldwide for it and everything.
Nice.
And I like to, for the lyrics and stuff, I like to talk about stuff like it. You don't necessarily know that there's, that's what it's about, but it has underlying tones. And I try to make things like kind of sci-fi, and you think it's about some intergalactic dragon come and destroy the planet, but it's really about, maybe something more real,
Yeah, yeah.
And so I like to do metaphorical crap like that. I don't like to be too straightforward, but
That's cool, man.
early on it was a little more straightforward because Hatebreed is one of my biggest influences ever.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And so
Explains a lot.
his stuff was just straightforward, just to the point, say the thing. And
Leave.
yeah, exactly.
Keem, are you what's your poison? Or do you have one or no?
Like
Straight edge, or are you just
no, I'm not straight edge.
just drinking,
But
smoking? What
I like have like 2 drinks a year. I don't smoke.
a year?
Yeah.
What does it take you to drink?
A
does it
night out
take?
on a
Yeah,
town with my wife.
I was gonna say bad influence.
Or usually it'll be like I think last year it was like I had a drink with friends, and then other than that is I have a drink with my wife. Other than that, I don't know. It's
Wow. That's sick. It's good.
yeah. I don't do too much. I think what really scared me about like the smoking thing is those D.A.R.E commercials. Those D.A.R.E commercials
They
used
got
to
you.
mess me. Oh yeah, there's one
Okay,
where
let's pull up this D.A.R.E commercial.
that's the
It's
exact one where she was like deflated,
Crank
and I
it.
was like,
Crank
so
it.
this is what smoking weed does, and that like scared me for life.
She won't answer you. Or she can't.
Yeah,
This is the way it's been since
That's how I feel, and I'm straight edge.
right. It's like dang.
and boring and we used to have so much fun together.
And now?
Oh, she's fucked
This
up.
is what we
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Told you those.
I don't remember that at all.
Those commercials were so impactful. They were so impactful. Yeah.
So if I was, you know what? I never thought about this. Well, I'm like, do people believe this? Is this working? Because sometimes it's the other thing. So they would come to your school and like
yeah.
elementary, and you wore like the shirts.
Yeah.
I was like, but for some people, it makes you do the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but for you, it
Me, it
absolutely
scared
worked.
me straight, boy. It scared me. They had a D.A.R.E tiger right there. Hey, yo, shout out my nigga D.A.R.E tiger. He's the one who he helped me. Yeah.
I tried talking to local D.A.R.E people about going to schools to talk to kids, but they only let cops do it.
Only
They wouldn't let
cops.
me. They wouldn't let me go talk to kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Only cops, huh?
yeah. I'm too scary looking or something. I don't know.
True.
Es-
Yeah.
Especially when you're straight edge, like you always, like, I would go to like the Salvation Army and try to find like a shirt because I was like, I want a D.A.R.E shirt. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know? Then I fucking grew up. Wow. So Keem, it's good. It's good to hear that it worked for somebody.
Right.
cool,
Right.
man.
Like it really did. It really did help me.
So was she supposed to be stoned, or
yeah.
or
she
was she drunk?
She smoked weed. And
Okay.
I guess she deflated. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man, that's gonna happen to like little me. I'm like, I can't do that. That's gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Or there was like another one where it's like this lady like I guess she was like smoked like so much cigarettes and then like the
voice
Oh,
talking.
that
yeah that one scared me too.
die from
Yeah. That one scared me too. So I was like, oh man, I can't do cigarettes. I can't do yeah, I can't do any of that.
fucked up. When we were so addicted to cigarettes, like, man, you like can't stop. You're just gonna put a hole in your fucking throat, and you still can't stop.
Right.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things for me is, and this kind of goes to a lot of things in life, and not just this stuff, but like there are scientists that are designing that crap to manipulate people to be addicted to it for absolutely forever to make money off of you.
Yeah.
And so for me, I look at it as
What it's
like
like.
there are people that are their whole career is to destroy you so they can make money, and that bothers me. And it's the same thing with Big Sugar, like the Big Sugar companies, and like even alcohol. Like they have teams of scientists that like manufacturing this crap to freaking kill you so they can make money.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. Like I'm not gonna let you do that to me.
Yeah, cigarettes, sugar. Yeah, you're right. They're literally designing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's engineered for you to get addicted to it, and
For sure.
you keep needing it.
Yeah,
It's
and
true.
and so to let this team of scientists freaking kill you for their pocket it's hard.
No way, dude.
But again, they know what they're doing, so it's hard to. I understand. I'm not saying that people that are addicted to stuff are like whatever, but like because you are it's hard to get away from it. I can understand. I've
Yeah.
seen it a million times, and it's a tough thing. But that to me that's the biggest thing. I don't want to be manipulated by people like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm lucky. I didn't smoke cigarettes until like now, like 39.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once but it's not even an issue. It's just like one every few days.
Yeah.
Even now, it's like going less. But man, I couldn't imagine doing this when I was a kid. I would be addicted.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, man. The moment I started drinking, I was fucking addicted.
Right. Well, and that's a
That shit
big
was
thing.
scary, man.
A lot of people, like, people where I grew up, like, kids got into drugs when they were 11, 12, just like a lot of people all over the world. And
Kansas City, man.
and I
Imagine
just,
what you
I do think that people that get into stuff later in life do have a upper hand on that because you're mentally able to understand, like, this is just for fun or just chilling. Whereas a kid, you get so sucked in and it just can destroy you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your brain's not even developed till
Right.
in your 30s.
Right.
I really couldn't like have a really process things with my brain until like early 30s,
Right.
mid maybe.
Right.
So the thought of doing anything like younger than that is just,
Right. I give my 8-year-old me so much credit. Like I don't know why. If you saw where I grew up or the friends that were around and stuff, there's no reason I shouldn't have ever tried anything.
yeah. How did you? I guess it's really good way to close this. How did you? How'd you do that? Especially, I know people. People from all over the world listen to this thing. And people are from smaller towns.
Yeah.
Like Kansas City. Like,
Yeah.
how do you? I know it's probably easier to get sucked into these things. How did you not even?
That's what I'm saying.
Do it.
I don't want to sound spiritual or anything, but there's something that just stopped me from even caring or wanting to do it. And so it's hard for me not to look at it and think that there was some sort of thing overwatching me to make sure that my life would end up okay.
Man.
And because family, friends, everybody,
They were all doing something.
yeah. And there was nothing that would have stopped me, but there's just something
Something
and-
stopped you.
And I remember very specific situations, being 8 years old, and my brother saying yes and me saying no, and just being I don't know why I would have,
Why?
And so it's hard for me not to look at it and be like, dang, something guided me through my life in a specific way. And I'm not a hyper religious person, but it's hard not to look back on my life and be like, dang, there was stuff that led me into this. And that's a lot of Browning music is about certain things like that. And so, I think that whenever stuff happens that is unexplainable like that, it's hard for me not to think that something intervened in some way.
Something, dude.
And so I appreciate it, and I don't take it for granted at all. Everything with my life, even with the Browning having the success it has, there's no reason really besides perseverance or just being extremely lucky and something helping along the way the whole time, So
Yeah, we're all getting help, dude.
yeah,
That's it. Just something's.
Yeah.
There's times where I've been driving and falling asleep and but something, it feels like something else takes the wheel.
yeah,
It's one of those kind of those real life things. Oh, I feel like I'm not driving right now.
Yeah.
Something kind of
you pop your head up and you're like,
something
whoa.
kind of. I was like, man, it's kind of weird. Remember one time I was coming home from San Diego. I was fucking so tired, there's an off ramp. You're going onto other freeway. I was in Corona.
Yeah.
So I already made that fucking hour 40 drive. And I was, that feeling I'm home. I'm coasting.
You chill now.
But there's this freeway going to the other freeway, but it's kind of like a hill. If you're from where we're at, it's when the 15 hits 91. It's a hill that goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I fell asleep literally so I went off the hill. No one knows this. I went off the hill. And it felt like I wasn't driving. It felt like that I was holding the wheel so smoothly and so I just didn't feel like I had any control.
Yeah.
It felt like something else. That's why I do believe in angels. Something they pop in at the right time. They're not there for you all the time,
Right.
But they'll pop in. And then I got to the level ground. And I was like, oh shit! There was nothing. Okay, press the gas. I was like, wow, what was that?
And you have to pay attention to those moments because there are so many moments throughout your life that you're like, this shouldn't have happened in the way that it did, and it's a good thing that it turned out. And I'm really appreciative for where the Browning is, the people that are involved, in the band, on the team. We have a new label called Fix that they love the music and they're all about it, and it just has been a grind to get to where it is and to actually to be around people that actually
great, man.
are all about it.
That's
Like
cool, man.
this fool right here.
That's
I
cool.
appreciate you, Keem.
Hey,
What?
Hey. Thank you, man.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
What?
See?
Hey, this guy's a hard shell, soft,
cool, man. That's
soft
cool,
ender,
man.
That's
That's
my
cool.
boy, though. That's my boy.
That's cool, man. You guys travel, all the country together, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Well, did I? We're approaching hour 30. Did I miss anything? Is there anything about the band that you want out there?
I mean, for me, I think that 100% you have to come see the Browning live.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing always, even whenever the Browning wasn't as good as it is now. The live show is a different level. Because there's things that I'm pretty mediocre at, and kind of jack of all trades, master of none. But if there's one thing that I can freaking do, it's get a crowd popping.
It's rocking.
And the music itself just slams live, way heavier even than this record. Like live, it's a different experience. And like we get the whole crowd jumping, whole crowd circle pits. It's raving. There's dancing. We got lasers. We got freaking.
Yeah.
I mean, a Browning show, and especially in front of as big of a crowd, put me in front of 100,000 people, and I promise you, the crowd is popping more than anything. Like for real.
That's cool, man.
And so come see the Browning live, and that's the biggest thing. For real is what I would say.
Yeah,
Keem?
that's good. Hey, listen to Omni.
Oh yeah.
Listen to the new record. Show up. I'm at merch every day. Come say what's up.
Come see hi. Oh yeah, and don't ask him to take a photo when he's taking a piss.
Don't ask me to take a photo while I'm peeing. I will pee on you. I don't care. I'll catch a charge. It's just weird.
Maybe
like,
they
just
want
wait.
that though. That's what he was looking for.
Oh yeah,
That's what he was
I
looking for.
said that, and then a whole bunch of people would be like, "Oh, I'm into that." They were like, "Oh, I'm ready." Yeah, people are. Yeah.
Well, that's when you know your band's popping off, dude.
Yeah.
True. Pee on me, please.
I take that back. I'm not peeing on you.
So where can people find you guys?
We're mainly Instagram's main thing. Browning official.
Cool.
Pushing that, and then we got the new Blue music video that came out. We did a cover of Blue.
Nice.
That's popping more than anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
Put out. I've held that cover. I wrote that cover like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Holy crap.
I wanted to save it for the right moment, the right time. And this new
Nice.
label Fixed, they are all about everything electronic rock and metal. And so I knew this is the time to do it. And so,
Great.
yeah, everything's good. Come see us live. We got the tour coming up in April. We're going to announce European tours coming up. Full time, we're freaking out there doing it.
Yep.
Sick.
Yeah.
Well, Browning, I'm honored to be able to get your story out there. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for having us, man.
yeah, man. I will see you guys at the show today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the name is not about poop. I mentioned that right at the start. It's
Yeah.
not about pooping.
Okay.
Yeah. But so it doesn't mean anything at all.
Okay. So
Just had to end it there so people were like, the
Okay,
first
got it.
thing that we were talking about poop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not what it's actually about, but yeah, we're good.
okay.
Just had to put it out there, disclaimer.
Well, too bad. I'm gonna make that a clip.
Do it.
I won't do you dirty like that. I
The
promise.
Browning is poop.
Do it.
Yeah.
I won't do that. I promise, guys. All right. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank
Hey,
you.
thank
All
you
right.
guys for having us, man.
That's it. Later.
Right.